prior. So, you know, I be on that military grind. You dig what I'm saying? But this is my guy. I really is tuned in with the movement, with the music, with his characteristics, with his everything. You dig? So I had just recently seen him, right? Then he taps in. Papo, listen, B, I got that new project coming in. And your man kept his foot on my neck. Listen, yo, you know.
Yo, you was supposed to do that shit with the bats wave. Long time ago, Papito. We're not going to get into that right now, Papito. That's why you laughing. That's why you laughing, you know. Yo, Biz was good, Biz. So listen. So, but we ain't going to go there, right? We here now, right? Visions, baby. New visions.
Yo, but listen. He kept his foot on my neck. Like, I ain't getting no, and this is what I love about when you are an indie artist and you about your craft, right? And you know that there's individuals that you rock with, I mean, sincerely, man. You dig what I'm saying? Where there's no ifs, ands, there's none of that bullshit, that sucker shit. You dig what I'm saying? He kept, listen, even if I wanted to go 2 weeks, he was like, nah. Like, that the energy he was giving off was like, nah, you gonna do this ASAP, B. You know what I mean?
I think that's that Bronx energy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Bronx energy. So with that being said, right, I need you to break down the album, the title of it, and we're going to go and get into a good zone.
Yo. All right, the album, Visions of a Prospect. It started from the photo. The whole album started from the photo. The photo was, my mother was walking my son down Prospect Avenue in the Bronx, right? In the South Bronx. And my son, at that time, I had a single out with Uncle Murder called My Crew Hungry. And I used, you know, I post stickers on the pole and all of that shit. So she was walking with him in a laundry cart. And he saw my picture on the pole. And he was like, Daddy. And my mom's went and took the picture. So from there, I was like Visions of a Prospect. Because it's like him, it's the visions of him seeing the prospect of what he can be. You get what I'm saying? Like the visions on Prospect Avenue. So I named it Visions of a Prospect. And, you know, from the first song, from the opening intro, it's, you know, it's me as a young kid in the streets hustling goat tops, because that's why I used to hustle back in the day. We used to hustle goat tops, 031s and all of that shit in the street corners. So I brought that back to that time when an OG came up to me, was like, yo, Young Del, because they used to call me Del Tuco back then. Del short for delinquent, and Tuco was for a person that got into shit and always know how to get out, and how to get out of shit. And the crackhead nigga gave me that name. The OG nigga, the nigga that I was rapping to. So, you know, he used to come around the neighborhood and all that shit, and he'd be like, yo, Dad, what's your new rap? What you got? So I spit, you know, and then he'd try to get a few rocks from me and shit. But, you know, he kept me on point, because every time he came around, wanted to rap. And then all the you know, the OGs on the block, the older niggas on the block, you know, inspire. I just spoke about everything that you know, I grew up in the streets of the South Bronx to me getting sent away. You know, I go through personal reflections with the song called Inner Childhood. And it's just, you know, I talk about everything, man. I get in that zone where it's like the song has to be solid to get on this track. It has to be the best of the best to get on that album.
Now, with that being said, right, you definitely went through a myriad of different emotions here, man. And one of the greatest things that I love, man, was that you kept to the theme, right, which was initially your son, right? You have a song on there that is so mean, bro. Like, you know, it made me come home and hug my little mama. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then there's the song that after one of the skits breeds into the father and son relationship, like father, like son, right? So you kept to a great theme, but also one of the greater things about the whole album itself is that I'm not taking away from no level of what's currently going on music-wise, but I mean, you was on your grown man shit on here. The tracks was so in tune. Like, I heard every element of that old soul, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To a level of what's currently going on now, you know what I mean? And you would think that, you know, as this, because I ain't going to say the rapper, I'm going to say the artist, the MC, that you would have tried to tap into what's currently going on at this current moment, beat-wise? Biz, I see where you're going with this, Biz. So what made you stick to that type of time? Sound-wise.
Sound-wise, I think it was just how I felt. If the song made me feel a certain way, if I didn't like show some type of emotions, tearing as I wrote it, it wasn't for it. Every record on there, I teared on there. Every record I wrote, I teared because it had some personal relations for me. I did 17 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? I done got the whip I was in that when I was 15 years old. It was shot up a whole bunch of times. You know, I went away when I was 17. Came, so I try to stay in that pocket and let the world know that side of Ricky Batts opposed to the street nigga Ricky Batts. You get what I'm saying?
No, so go back, go. I love it.
It just shows a diverse side of me. You know what I'm saying? That I can do the street shit and I'm valid for that because I've did that my whole life. Everything is valid. And I'm not promoting that, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, that shit is cool and all of that, but what I'm saying, that's my life and that's what I've been through. You get what I'm saying? So I speak about it, and that's what's, you know, currently going on in neighborhoods near you. So it's like I gotta speak about my reality. And that's part of my reality. Everything you hear in that album is everything I go through as a man. It's not as
so with that being said, Bass, we gonna get into it. You know where I'm at with it, right? Papo, you know where I'm getting ready to go with it, right? When I turn this motherfucker to the back, it's on. Listen, now I need you to walk with me. Hip-hop chef, I see where you are. I need you to walk with me, Papito. Listen, when that South Bronx, you know what I mean? That Moreno, you know, slash thing with the Papito, you know. Come on, B. Come on. No matter where I'm at, you know the Bronx gonna come out of me. I'm gonna start off now. If y'all was listening clearly to what he was saying, right? There was elements of childhood, life, imprisonment, a slew of different things. Relationship
issues going through imprisonment, relationship issues going through music.
You know it. Yo, Champo, Papi Champo, I love you, Papo. I'm going.
Baby. Oh, you gonna play the skit?
Hold up.
Play the skit.
Got a passion for rapping, real love for a beat. That's the same feeling I get for selling crack on the street. Rap dough comes slow, but when it does, it's paper. Crack money comes fast, but then affairs do later. I love the bright lights, the fans, and the stage when I perform. And the stand over a pot, watching cocaine form. On the block, move a couple grams, make a couple grand. In a booth, say a couple raps, make a couple stacks. Confused, which one to choose? I've been doing it for so long. Took my everyday life, incorporate into a song. I was born to make music and raised selling drugs. Hip-hop is from the slums with the shooters and the thugs. I love to tear a mic up and lead a cipher on flames and see the face on a fiend when they chasing my cocaine. They say I'm cracking the flesh when I chef them bars. And the studio is the X where I hustle and go hard. I'm confused. I can't pick between the things I love. My passion for making music or the corner selling drugs. Do I want to be a celeb or considered a thug? But whatever one I choose, that's the one I'm going to. I'm confused. I can't pick between the things I love. My passion for making music or the corner selling drugs. Do I want to be a celeb or considered a thug? But whatever one I choose, that's the one I'm going to do. My whole life I chose to write down my pain and hunger. So my hunger for getting paper developed when I was younger. Them older niggas on the corner rapping so crack. I could have been a baller, but I chose crack and wrote raps. In the building having ciphers, little kids in shitty diapers run around cause their mother got a lighter to a pipe. I get hyped when I hear this shit dumping in my system. Or at the crib cooking cocaine in the kitchen. I be crashing when I'm spitting. You can say I'm possessed. I get excited when I'm about to go meet up with my connect or record exec. Talk about checks and deals. The hood flooded with krills. Money, murder, blue steel, my heart pump anxiety before I jump on the stage and remind me of selling yay way back in the days. My first lick was a Nick the Spanish kid Jose. The first time in the studio was Jazzy J's. I'm confused. I can't pick between the things I love. My passion for making music or the corner selling drugs. Do I want to be a celeb or considered a thug? But when
I need y'all to get this album right now, right now. And it's on every digital outlet. Your man got 20 joints on this. This shit reminds me of back in the days when you used to get that double cassette, that double CD. Come on, Papito. And the shit got skits on this motherflower.
Right.
The shit got Spotlight, I see you. The
Right.
shit got skits on this motherflower.
I try to keep it authentic. I try to keep it to that, to make a story soundtrack vibe of, you know, of my life in 50 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Please tell me about this. Please tell me about the song Confused, who produced it, and where your mind was when you wrote this.
Yo, I wrote that song on, I was locked up when I wrote that shit. I was beating on the box. I was beating on a locker with the pen. I had a pen and I beat boom with a notepad, and I was banging boom. And I wrote that in my cell. I did that shit in 2009, I think. I wrote that song. And I recorded it in 2017, and I'm releasing it today. Well, last week. So my mindset was I was still in the streets heavy like that. So it was like, okay, should I do the music or should I do this? And that's the mindset that everybody had at that time. I had that mindset when I was a kid selling in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Should I do music or should I sell drugs? But drugs is paying right now. Music ain't paying. Music is a hobby. Music is going to pop off later on. But do I need to eat now? You get what I'm saying? So that's how that song came about.
Who produced it?
Flip Jackson. He did On My Block. He did On My Block. He's the one that produced On My Block, Gotham City.
Nice. How long did it take you to officially put this album together?
Since 2016, 17, I've been working on the album. I just, you know, I've been postponing. I was supposed to release this album years ago, but, you know, technical, you know, with mixing and the whole situation, with that situation, I didn't release it like the time I was supposed to release it. So I said, you know what? I added more tracks. I took tracks out that made more sense, right? And I just released it now. So it was like, okay, I'm learning more. I've been through more. I traveled more. So now I'm giving everybody more of a journey, because now where I was at in 2016, 2017, I'm not there right now.
Right.
So these records, they stem from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So these songs stem from that 5, 6 years, 7 span.
Somebody asked you who produced the game. I was getting ready to play that next too.
That's the Berry Boys. Shout out to my nigga Mark, man. You know, they from Boston and all that. When we did that shit in that studio, we did that in when I first heard that, we was in what's good, King? We was in in the studio in Harlem, and he was playing some beats. So as he was playing some beats and all that shit I heard, I was like, oh shit. So I was like, boom, and I just laid that shit down right there, and it was over. That was the same studio we did every day. You know what I mean? With
that being said, we're gonna get into it.
Yup. Salute. This nigga here, bro.
There's no excuse. He's athletic.
How there's no excuse, bro?
No, I'm saying
I'm that shit. He got a ladder.
From the bottom, headed straight to the stars. What's the policy? Gotta go get it before you starve. That's how it gotta be. There's niggas who live in a straight frauds. There's a lot of days niggas don't sleep behind doors. There's a lot of strains and shit is wrong. Like how I'm painting a picture. In a movie, you can totally see the ways of a picture. 12 hour shit, medicinal, backing shit up. It's principle. How we stick the rules that matter to us. There's principles. Or in trust, you get clapped up a cut. Don't be a victim to the circumstances acting on tough. They say your grind accelerates when the times get rough. We regulate in any way until the devil gets up. Niggas die way before retirement within a closed environment. For them hoes and diamonds can't get exposed, they firing. The culture violent, the folks is flying in for dying men. Niggas know they hear the sirens in. Back the game, not the game. They hate to see you eating and take away your tablecloth. The game's not the game no more. They hate to see you eating and take away your tablecloth. The game's not the game no more. They hate to see you eating and take away your tablecloth. They like, I don't know who made you boss. I'm ready to die for mine. Are you ready to die for yours? I don't do it for the entertainment. I do it for the niggas like me that live dangerous, who speak with the stainless steel in all languages. solutions. These niggas went for the kill and caused damages. No need for bandages. I managed with this crime scene. Crime on sight, get it lit like a high beam. My eyes seen on the green, I need Visine. Shit, you could only imagine things that I've seen. With 5 things in a crack house, had the block clicking. With 14, where the time went, shit a lot different. I popped things, I was out gripping. Show what happened cause I didn't listen. Put us in a high position. It's not fiction, head first like a crash victim. Shit hurts, put in work, had us mad vicious. I need a church to count the blessings and my last wishes. This shit is destined, I'm ad-libbing. Back the game, not the game, no.
I need y'all to get this album right now, not now, right now. Back as an independent artist.
Yes.
How has that struggle been?
Man, the struggle of there's multiple struggles. Because there's financial struggle, there's support struggle, there's a mental struggle, meaning you start having insecurities in yourself to like why you ain't popping. But it's not even that. It's just your time is your time. You know what I'm saying? You have to put a little more work, and that's what I succumb to. You know what I'm saying? And look what's happening now. But at that time, you know, the struggle is real. You spend a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hustle, you gotta grind, and then that's my only job. I don't got no other jobs, bro. I never had no other job. Well, I had 2 jobs because I had to be on parole. Once I got off the bracelet and all that shit was off and running, music was my #1 job. You know what I'm saying? I was doing little side things here and there, but music is my priority. You know what I'm saying? That's how I eat. That's how my kid, everything. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, but I learned that you have to invest money for all that shit to come back. You're not gonna see it right away. You're not gonna see the results right away, but that shit is gonna be later on in life. Like later on, maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, that shit's gonna come back. I did Sway. When I did Sway in 2017, it really ain't do nothing for me then. It got me a little hype and all that shit. But when I did everything after that and it added up, so now I'm coming with like this. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the same time, I did Sway in the morning when I was filming for Showtime with Ben Stiller. So I went from movie set straight to Sway in the morning. You get what I'm saying? And they got greater after. They got greater after because, you know, and it's just staying consistent, B. Like I always say, staying consistent is a talent in itself.
Man, you know, and I'm glad that you're Yo, Imp, I see you, Vince. I see everybody. We see everybody. We see y'all all.
Word.
You know, one of the greatest things.
You're a big part, man.
Yes, Imp is a major big part, not only just in your career, but in hip hop in general. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So I want to applaud him. Big Alito, Big Lito, I see you too, bro. I see you, Biz. I see everybody. I see everybody. So listen, you know what's amazing, and I like that, right? Because, you know, Bats, you know, I kept my foot on your neck. You dig what I'm saying? I was there, man. I seen it. I watched, man. And there's a hashtag that I always use. Consistency is key.
Right.
Consistency as well as remaining persistent. In the same token, you see when you hit me? Right. What was that? You hit me last Wednesday, Babo. He just kept it going. Bang,
like
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Consistency. I had no other choice. But in between, if I ain't hit him back, I'm making a flyer. I'm listening to a song. You know what I mean? Consistency.
I even told you about a little what's that, a little typo?
Right. Consistency is key. With that being said, right, we gonna get into one of my favorite joints on here, right?
Right.
Man.
Which one is that one? Let me guess.
Huh?
Oh, By My Side. I got a
By
video
My
for
Side.
that. I got a video for that about to come out.
By My Side, y'all. I need y'all to run with this. Listen to it.
You ever had something so special in your life that you do anything for?
Yeah. Keep rocking with me, right here where you're supposed to be. By my side, by my side. Yeah. Keep rocking with me. You know that it feels good to be by my side, by my side.
every morning, saying God bless you. Thank you, Lord, for my son. The kid is so special. So special. It's those moments seeing getting older. Saying no justice do it, and he takes over. Another do-over, a second chance to get it right. And there's not so many chances you won't get in life. To raise a son, teach him how to ride a bike, how to fight. But it's not to be a bully, but protect mommy when daddy gone. Far away, so enjoy being in daddy arms. Always, I will protect you, little boy, from harm. And try not to spank you every time you do something wrong. I just want to see you grow strong. Just like Daddy Bash, that's what he...
I need y'all to understand and try not to spank him when he do something wrong. And he knows that be the hardest shit. You know what I mean? We came up different. You know what I mean? So when you older and you got a little child, you just be, oh man, that shit just had me. I dropped a little tear on the low. You know what I mean?
Right. Good looking, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real shit. That's real nigga shit. That's
yeah.
Like go through in life, nigga. It's like that's everybody go through that, man. You know
yes. I'ma go.
First day he knew Daddy rap like, where's Daddy at? I'll tell him that the ghost's coming. He stopped running with his blanket. Shit is so funny.
Back in me, right here where you're supposed to be, by my side. Yeah. Get back in me, you know that it's supposed to be by my side.
John Paul, I see you.
You're the reason why I go hard all seasons. And the thought of not leaving when your mom beefing. I ain't perfect, could stop cursing, less cheaping. I'm not working, gotta change the company I'm keeping. And what I'm seeking, I gotta work hard to find it. Most clocks ain't built on the same timing, but it's ticking. My little 20s getting smarter, and the kid's getting tall like his father. A split image of Lil Ricky running hyper through the house, butt naked, kid lost his diapers. That's what life is. You cherish those moments like a picture when you posed and forever frozen. Frozen in time. Rewind his first throw, fast forward, taking jump shots. Kid going pro, Lil boss type. He probably run daddy company. Come here, Gucci, keep daddy company. I love it.
Babo, where we? This song is, like I said, man, we on a different type of time now, so we older. You know what I mean? So you know you got a little child. I mean a little one. You extra sensitive, and the fact that you wake up to your child is a beautiful thing. Talk to me, from the producer to the young lady that's on the hook. Talk to me, everything.
That's Brianna Moraine. She's on a joint I got called Lay Low. Brianna Moraine. You heard that joint I got called Lay Low, right? Well, she's on that joint. She's on that joint Lay Low. That's Dream Life on the beat. So it was like, you know, once I heard that record, you know, that's what it brought me to. It brought me to my son. You get what I'm saying? It brought me to like, damn, it brought me like by my side. What's the most, the most important person that I wanted by my side, that's always by my side, that I love by my side is my kids. You get what I'm saying? So I already had a song for my son, for my oldest son. And now, like, I was like, you know, let me do this record for him because I'm with him now. He's young. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, Bass. They saying your audio on low. Joe Paul, what's good? I appreciate you for that, Joe Paul.
You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah. Hear me? King Leash, what's good? Right, go ahead, bro.
All right, so I felt like it was one of those records that I felt like I wanted to just get out, man. It was like I was with him every day. I was happy that I came home and I got to start another life with a new kid. Not another life, but just start over again. You get what I'm saying? Because when I got locked up, my other son was 2 years old.
Right.
So I did a lot of years. I did 17 years. So, you know, when I came home, he's grown. You know, my other, you know, I just got a new one. So I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. I was never there. I was never there with my first son like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like starting over type of thing. So and that's how that record came about. So it was just perfect.
You know, before we move forward, I see you, Cass. I see you. Before we move forward, right? You know, how hard is it, Bats, with, you know, cause you give it, like, this album gives you every element of what life is, right? How hard was it for you to remain, to stay in tune with what you felt was your music, as opposed to giving them a trap song, giving them a drill and everything else that's out there. How hard was that?
Everybody asked me like, yo, Bats, why you don't do a trap song? Yo, Bats, why you don't do this type of record? Yo, Bats, why? You know why? Because I like what I like. You get what I'm saying? I listen to myself a lot because I don't want to get inspired by other artists that are doing the new stuff. I like it. I hear it, but I don't want to do it.
Right.
I do a feature. I body the feature. You know what I'm saying? It be featured on their album, and that's good. It's not going to be on my shit, but that's what you're going to get on my album is real, authentic substance. It could be substance on some trap shit. It's just what you're talking about. It's how you talking about it. It's what you're talking about. You know what I mean? But for me, I don't know if it's going to be on one of my albums yet because, you know, I got some shit. I got some shit called Rush. Rush is a dope record. So it's like
hold on. We ain't gonna get into Rush right now. We gonna stick to this right here.
What I'm saying
this is of a prospect, right?
What I'm saying is, you know, I take chances with records. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that you won't hear me on the trap shit, but it won't be like on my album.
Right,
like
I get it.
Song is me doing trap. I'm turning over, bouncing, doing all of this shit. That's not my style. My style, I'm a Bronx nigga, a '90s Bronx nigga that been through different type of shit. So it's like, and my experience is different than a lot of people.
Right.
You know, from almost getting my life taken away 4 times before I was 16. You know what I'm saying? So and then going away for a long time, and then coming home and doing music, and now you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different feel right now because now music is a different element.
I get it.
Than the streets. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. We gonna get into that gangster chick right now.
Oh yeah. Yo, shout out to
Problem.
man.
We gonna take it back for you 90s heads. How about that? Gangster chick. Look how he throw this back. I see you, Bronx Problem.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Shining as the battle. I just gotta have you. Looking at the eyes, who makes me bring you back. I need a gangster chick. Gangster, shutting you my gangster chick. Gangster, make me want a gangster boogie. With my gangster, I want a gangster. I need a gangster. I need a gangster chick. Gangster, shutting you my gangster chick. Gangster, make me want a gangster boogie. With my gangster, I want a gangster. I need a gangster.
Yo, I need a gangster chick. She don't smile and she don't play. Don't fuck with every nigga from around the way. Beat it, gangsta and huggable to make my buggable. Always in trouble too, she ain't so gullible. She booms and pals, she wows, excite her friends. Going out for lunch, some punch with a slighter chin. It's a fitness, little lifting when inside the gym. Some thickness around the hips, trying to burn it slim. Miss Independent, handle business when she slide a pen. Across the paper with a signature, sign a win. Running checks like Nike, she lit in Timbs. Gucci bags with the Magnum in. Her music blends, only classic when she riding. Fashion and designer. Baddie in pajamas, bank account big like Adonis, and still eat McDonald's. Drink a Henny straight from the bottle.
I need a gangster chick. Gangster, shutting you my gangster chick. Gangster, make me want a gangster boogie. With my gangster, I want a gangster. I need a gangster. I need a gangster.
Yeah, yo, Dyke, you did it.
Shutting you my gangster.
You did it, Dyke.
Gangster, make me want a gangster boogie. With my gangster, I want a gangster. I need a gangster.
Yo, she gets naughty with a 40, don't think beer. Let's pour a little Henny for the homies who ain't here from Murder One. Sounds like they play with drums around the neighborhood. They don't make it far where she from, but she a go-getter. She get up and go get it. No gold digger, but she all about her digits. Go to see her man on the visit. Every weekend she with it. She bit it with him till he fit it. That's gangster. A gangster chick hold it down like an anchor. Don't cheat around, she might fuck around and shank ya. And for those, I like to thank ya. Cause when the shit went down, you didn't say a sound.
I need a gangster.
I need y'all to get this album ASAP. Hold up, man. Yo, listen, we got a few individuals on here that got balls for life. My man, Hard Luck, man, that boy. Oh man,
I can't see, yo, my motherfucking the look at the messages and all that shit. I can't see it. That's why I got the.
Oh man, you gotta fix that, Papito.
I can't see that, but I'm looking at it on the other phone. But yo, shout out to Hard Luck. I see Hard Luck on here. I see PR
My guy, No
on
Frills.
here. I see Paul. I see Joe Paul's on here.
Yeah, we got a lot, man. They on here. They on here.
I see,
Listen.
Hoodies on here. I see a few of my peoples on here, man.
Yeah, we popping. We popping.
Big Elito,
Listen.
I see Big Elito on here. What's good?
So check it, right? That gangster chick, right? Was that? What did you? So, cause you got Dice Payne on there, bro.
Right.
Tell me about that whole marriage. Tell me about that whole concept.
Me and Dice got a ton of records, man. That record was the bonus record. That's the last record I put on there. That's the bonus. So what happened was, I got a song called "Visions of a Prospect." It was the title track which ended the whole song. That ended the whole album rather. So it got flagged because it was a Fantasia beat. So I couldn't put it on it, so I took it out, and then that came at the right time because Dice Days with the Machine sent me that beat with the hook already on it. He was like, "Yo, Bats, here it is." It's kind of like a Gossip Girl too, because he was on a Gossip Girl record I got. So I heard, I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I just took it back to back in the days when I originally heard the Apache joint. So
right,
so I was like, "Yo, let me create that same vibe for 2022," and that's how that shit happened. So I'm gonna shoot a video for that, man. I want to get some dances and all that shit in there. And do shit the right way, you know what I mean? So that video is gonna be coming too.
Say less. I'm gonna get into my joint. Wait, one of my joints, another joint I like. I Got You, Baby by L Biz.
Yeah,
my guy Biz.
Yeah,
my guy is that guy play a lot. Man, he wear a lot of hats.
He wear a lot of hats, man. He's amazing.
Woo!
When I got that beat years ago too, I did that in like 2017, 2018. I did that. I held it, and that's a true story.
Yeah. And we gonna get into that.
Yeah. All right.
And what they say, baby, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. You know I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby.
You held it down because you never gave a confession. Even though you was facing the same sentence that I was facing for trafficking. For the coke they found in the kitchen cabinet. And the Glock they found in the locked closet that was stuffed in a black bag kept under some boxes. They try to scare you and put you under the gun, but you held it down and said you ain't know where it came from. I took that weight and I said it was all mine. That's true. Couldn't see you go away for a long time. Not you, especially when I put you in that position when you forced to make a decision and choose to start snitching. But we knew they wanted me when they kicked in the door. Told everybody gets down when you're facing the floor. District attorney assassinated my character and set me up for 12 calendars. Damn.
I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. You know I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. You know I got you, baby.
I ain't gonna say I seen it all, but I've been through a lot. So know enough, you gon' fall when you're racing the clock. The clock stops for no man, that's both hands. So baby girl, if I was locked, still I'd be your man. Or you gon' hold me down, riding in a hoopty. Out of town with a pound stance to your coochie. Absolutely, cause baby girl, you a rider. Fuck a passenger side, you a designated driver. Would you rather hammer blam a nigga try to shoot me and dump the gun in the river saying I got you, booty? Would you testify and tell a judge I was the shooter? Or would you tell her go to hell, you ain't giving your blue up? I know the things that we've been through are not perfect, so I strive to be the best and continue to put work in. But it's worth it, I'm only scratching the surface. To be the best I could be, anything less is worthless.
Hold up. Let's stop the press. I had to get the production. I had to get you up here, Biz.
Hey man, yo, I appreciate the tap in. I'm watching as a fan. The album is amazing, yo.
Thank you, my brother, yo.
Amazing. I'm watching as a fan. I'm here to support. You know what I'm saying? Like Bat said, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been sitting, that joint been sitting for a minute. But when you make timeless music, when it's authentic, you can't deny it. You can't deny authenticity, man. it don't ever die out. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this, Biz.
Yeah.
Officially, this was a couple of years ago, right?
That was
Yeah,
more than
like
that.
yeah, it was like four or five.
Years. Like 4
yeah,
years.
4 years ago. Word.
So Biz, a lot of people don't know, but Biz, this guy wear like a myriad of hats, an artist, a businessman, production. So now from the production side, right? When you heard the bars over it, because you gotta take off one hat, right? Put the other, and you're like, damn, man. From the production, yo, when he gonna put this out? Did you feel that?
You know what? Like I just let it be. You know what I'm saying? I let when I send out records like that, I just let the artist live. You know what I'm saying? Cause I do it too. Like I make records too. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like it's certain times, it's certain seasons where you want to talk about certain things. You know, there's certain energies that you want to give. Certain, you know what I mean? Like I don't put that type of pressure on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just make the record, and you know what I'm saying. Niggas gonna rock with it, then they gonna put it out. If they don't, then they don't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
yo, I held that record. I held that record because it wasn't fitting on anything I was doing at the time.
Right.
It wasn't fitting. I wasn't gonna release that as a single because it was too important. I'm shooting a video for that too. I got the prison for that. I got the jail for that. I got the you know, accident. I got all of that for that. Everything is coming in gradually. I can run this album for a whole fucking year or two right now, and I'm gonna give dope videos for these shits. You already see the last two videos. Did I Dream You and the other shits? It's just I'm giving consistent, good work, great work, man, and I'm representing the culture that everybody said is forgotten. Now see these wings back here, man. I'm holding the culture, my nigga. This is, you know what I mean? This is for hip hop, my nigga. And this shit is rough in the industry. But once you get in that algorithm, it'll start clicking. You just gotta stick to it. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Biz, I just needed you to tap in, Biz. I thank you, man. I just wanted to give you them flowers, beloved. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, bro. Salute to Bats. Salute to the whole, you know what I'm saying, Gotham City boys, Gotham City music group. Like everybody, man, military grind. Make sure y'all pick this project up.
No, but he's also he's on Share My Love too.
Yeah.
I did a little pen work on.
He got 2 joints on my album.
Yeah.
Hold up, Biz. I gotta get with you, all right, Biz?
Yes,
Salute.
Sir.
Peace. Hold up, I got my man Dice.
Oh, we got Dice. You could have brought Dice on too.
Yeah, I got Dice coming in right now. Yo, Dice, where you at?
Yeah, you can look right here. Where Dice at? Where Dice Payne at, baby?
Dice! Yo, listen! Yo, Bats! So listen, Bats, this is all part of my madness in a great way. You dig it? So I hit Dice. I ain't think he was gonna hit me. But your man came back and he was gonna figure it out. Now he said he was gonna hit me back like 7:30. You know what I mean? It's a little hour after, but but I thank you, Dice. I do thank you, beloved.
No doubt. Yo, y'all can hear me,
right? My nigga Dice, what's up, baby?
That's what up.
You know the vibe, you know the vibes, you know the energy, nigga, since day one. You know it.
Big fan, your album is crazy, bro. Album is well put together. I'm happy to be on it. I'm happy to share. You know how we do already. The chemistry is always good, but shout out to you.
Yo, you almost had 3 records. You almost had 3 records on that.
And we just say that for the next one. We just go crazy on the next one. We here.
Yo, listen, but for those that don't know, Dice was just on that gangster chick, right? So what I'm gonna do, I know he do for time and everything. I'm gonna play a joint and we gonna chop it up, all right? Let's go.
Let's do it.
This one. This like son, like father. Oh man, I need y'all to pay attention to the wordplay. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
I know that. You know who you are. To be a man, you're a shining star, like son, like father. But you know, sometimes, Life hits.
You know who you are.
Mistakes.
You're a shining star like sunlight.
Dad, I'm torn. How you choose the game and not your firstborn? When I needed you the most, you was gone. You didn't care. Could've swore mom's your whore cause you beat her. Something fierce for nothing. With your hand cause it made you feel like a man. I was young. Couldn't do nothing watching it take place. Mommy stayed in our house to hide the bruise on her face. It was like you hated us cause it certainly wasn't love. Could have been a hustle and started taking your own drugs. Had your brain fucked up every night with routines. Drinking Coke 45, saying things that's obscene. Saying things you don't mean what it seemed. You really did. Left your wife all alone, went upstate to do a bid. Left her to raise a kid, she couldn't do it herself. The pressure started to stress her, went to grandma for help. You came home kinda big from your bed and looking clean. It wasn't so long after you doing the same things. I hated the fact you didn't teach me how to ride a bike and got jumped after school cause you ain't teach me how to fight. What you told me was that your life was more important than mine. You fucking selfish, wasn't even a thought of your mind. Trying to make up for lost time before your life expires, so get a grip. And I ain't talking about some pliers. I'm older now, got examples to leave for my own seat. But they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
One day you gon' be a king, I promise. I'ma teach you everything to go hard. Made mistakes in my life, I want you to follow. You know who you are. You're a shining star like sunlight.
My son, it's hard to explain the reason for my actions. Being a child myself, I ain't know how to be a parent. My responsibilities as a father was absent. And I treated your mother like shit. And you just like a bastard, I'm sorry. All I'm asking is for you to forgive me. I understand if you don't find it in your heart to forgive me. Damn, now being around it kinda make me a stranger. And when we talk, I can sense you feel nothing but anger. So much resentment, you still feel in your heart. And that's the same feeling I felt when your grandfather part. Missed out on graduations, birthdays, I sent cards. Cause I was incarcerated for years behind bars. That hustler had me bugging them weapons. Had me thugging, my attitude said, fuck it, a youngin' that cared for nothing. Never stopped to think. Now you will be the one hurting, too busy impressing my peers. So when did I put work in? Tears leak out my eyes, staring at your school picture of you and your little sister. Wishing I could be with you, I notice. It's like a cycle, cause I'm just like my father. Please don't grow up to be just like your father. Traditions are made to be broken, so break that chain. For your son and your grandson, you can make that change. Make sure you choose the right spot to plant your seed. So when the apple starts to grow, it fall far from the tree.
Hold up, Mo, I see you. A father's love. Yo, Mo, I'm glad that you jumped on this. A father's love. It's all in regards to a father, all aspect. Oh, man. Yo, hold up, Dice. So how did it go? Did you do the chorus first or the rhyme came first? Because this amalgamation is amazing. Tell us about it.
That's how to figure it out. Like that's one of them people, like when we in the studio and we working, like when he came to me, he just be like, I got something, or I need you on something. Either we working on it right then and there. But usually, one thing about him, see, we the same people, just in a different genre. Like me, when I do the hooks, it's there already. He got like 360. He probably got 365 versions of this song dedicated to his son. Not even trying like Bats. You know what I'm saying?
No funny shit, right?
Yeah, like no funny shit. Like he really got 365 songs. Like probably for his son. Like this is what he do. Like and a lot of people don't know. He don't write. I don't think he still write. He don't write on phones yet, right? I be trying to get him to write on the phone. You don't write on phones yet.
Poems? Nah, I didn't write no poems.
No. I said you don't write on phones.
On the phone.
Oh nah. I started writing on the phone.
Oh what?
Now I recently just started.
Yo, Dice, the transition is there. Dice, the transition is there.
I started freestyling now. I started freestyling in the booth.
Yeah. So when he did it, he sent it to you. Like, what? I don't care. We was in the studio together for this one. We got so many joints together.
We was in Low, Mass. In Low.
For this one. That's right.
After two verses, I laid it down, and then he came in and laid it down. We was with Daisy, remember?
Then me and Daisy, we was out, and I came and I laid it, and then because I think we was like me and him was on a run. We was walking, we was doing our thing, and then I came and I laid it out. You went your way, and we went our way and stuff. Yeah. So,
yep.
But yo, hats off to him because like he's like an incredible writer, dog. That's to me is like he's an incredible artist, and I'm not just saying that because that's my man. Like me and him, when we first met, was in the studio, and we just we just built from there.
But they Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girls, yeah. We just kept working and stuff. So
They
he's
Gossip
definitely
Girls.
yeah, he's definitely like
Yo, Dave, we got about 10 more minutes, right? My guy, Terrell, I see you, Terrell. Listen,
Terrell, what
Bats,
up, Terrell?
tell me a
Jazz,
bit,
what
tell
up,
me a bit
Jazz?
more about this song, though, because it's deep, man.
All right. All right, so this record right here, right? Like Son Like Father, it was a moment when in time when I was just thinking of reflecting at my life. And you know, as a kid, I had it rough because, you know, my father, he used to drink and he used to fuck us up. And you know what I mean? And I felt like when I wrote that record when I was locked up. I'm gonna tell you this. I wrote that record again when I was locked up on the lockup. Those two verses. Because when I came home, shortly after I met Dice, and that's when we recorded that. And and I was in jail, so my mind was locked in that type of form.
Right.
And I got the pads that I wrote it in and all of that. And I just felt like it was a concept that it was something nobody ever done. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was something that I did to my son that was done to me from my pops. I was locked up. He was locked up. I grew up without him. He grew up without me. His moms, you know what I'm saying? I used to get in shit with his moms. He got into shit with my moms. You get what I'm saying? He used to sell drugs. I sold drugs. Everything like Son Like Father. It's like the same fucking shit. Ain't we
So breaking that cycle.
You get what I'm saying?
So bad. Like I said, once again, I thank you, man, for capturing all elements of what you feel is conducive, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, from artist to artist, it's therapeutic. You dig what I'm saying? We can't give the world everything that they want. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of what you put on this, man, once again, reflects on what you experienced in life, but you did it in such a mannerism that, you know what I mean? You can just sit back and be like, damn, man, I remember that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I kind of experienced that, man. So I applaud you and I thank you.
I don't have to make it up, bro. That's the thing.
Nah,
I don't have to make it up. I really lived that shit, man. Like,
and that's a big
front
fact.
to end, man. And,
not to cut y'all off.
no. I really lived that shit. Not to to like I said again, not to boast and all that shit about that life, but it's just more like, okay, it's more. If you listen to my lyrics, you could feel the pain, the actual feeling of the shit that I'm talking about, because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I had tears writing this shit because I literally been there. I seen my man get killed right in front of me at 16. I've been there. They shot my car many times. I've been there. I've been away for a million years. I've been there.
Well, look at here.
Huh?
Well, look at here, y'all.
Yo, Biz, you know the vibes.
But look at here. I need to get one more off, man. You dig what I'm saying? I need to get one more off. Dice, I'm going to close it out, man. I'm going to close it out. Dice, I thank you, man. I thank you, Dice. I'm going to close it out. I'm going to close it out with this this Tony Sunshine feature. The Matrix.
The Matrix. Oh, the Matrix.
I'm gone. Let's go.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just in my own little world, wondering if what I'm looking at is real to me. I don't know. I'm just 84. I think I'm just caught up in the matrix. You see the sign in the back of my level? It says Ricky Bats. My name is just Ricky Rivera. Since a youngin', I was running with boosters and scammers and young shooters who grew up with different foster parents. Of course, the hood is damaged when it's bad seeds planted. But I still had dreams that I could lead this planet. It's hard to understand, but I had aspirations. And I asked it Martin, whipping fast racing. For that cash chasing, left me in a cell waiting. For that freedom I just wrote and kept patient. Cause my men ain't coming home, they ain't got a date. And they ain't never on the phone. All they got is weights. They get lost with every set and each plate. And every day waking up to see the same faces. Mad stress, everybody fighting cases. Just a bunch of niggas caught up in a matrix. Yeah, and they ask why I'm so good for. I was born in the ghetto, but I was raised behind those big walls. So that made me who I am today. I have a lot to talk about, find myself with shit to say. Yeah, it's like I'm caught up in the matrix. I see different faces, but I don't know who I'm safe with. Friends turn foes, I have to separate the fakeness. Cause nowadays I don't know who my dog or who the snake is. Yeah, I see it coming from a mile away. Everybody's hand out like to help me get where I'm today. This shit is funny how the world turns. And everything is money, you'll get heat up like a sunburn. They gon' learn when everything is necessary. When your girl is on the phone, more than a secretary. You doing time upstate. She really trying to wait, but it's hard with no job, with 2 kids and got bills to pay. I understand, little homie, you got moves to make. But let me tell you a couple things and what rules to break. There's no rules to break. This game will take you under. Have you stressing, holding 20-something summers. You in the matrix.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The hook is crazy on that too, guys. I ain't gonna hold
Woo!
you. Like,
good
the
luck.
album inspired. Yo, I just want to commend, like, I give you your flowers, bro. Like, 'cause we don't do that enough. Like, especially like, you know, in the class we coming up, bro. Like, you definitely like one of my favorite artists, like musically.
Thank you, bro. I
Like,
really appreciate that, man.
And personally, and me knowing you personally, you know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact there's no cap in your raps. You know I know that. So I got to give you your flowers. Facts.
Right, good luck.
Thank you, Dice. I appreciate you, beloved.
Yo, no
I
doubt.
appreciate you.
Likewise.
Yo,
same love giving, B. Same love giving.
I'm going to hit you anyway, Bass. I'm going to hit you, and then, you know what I'm saying, we going to lock it in. So
Say less.
Yo,
Say less, Dice. We're going to do it.
All right.
All right, baby. So, yo, Bass.
Yeah.
My guy. Now, you know I want to do this whole album, man. You know, hold up. To avoid your voice and being stopped, please don't share any more copyright music.
Oh, that's my shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
remove.
I should have said
Hold
I
up,
own
'cause
the
you know
rights.
that's why I was trying to be careful.
I can say I own the rights.
They don't be playing that. I'm gonna say resume. I'm gonna keep going, right? But listen, Bat, we still got some time. Bat, you know, so I watched the growth, right? I watched the growth. But now I'm loving the fact that you are currently, man, rocking with a major group right now, Onyx. How did that come about, bro?
Yo, shout out to
You
my
done
bros,
traveled
man.
the world.
I fuck with those my bros, man. This is my bros. I fuck with them. Yo, it's just the energy is the same, man. It's the same type of energy. It's just niggas love hip hop. Niggas they got the same vibes. It's just shout out to Johnny Boga. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Boga introduced us at a show, and then I went out to LA. I did an interview for their podcast, Rapping Ballers, and ever since then it was over. Dro come to New York. He hit me up. Yo, Bats was good. You know what I'm saying? We link up. We go to the studio. You know, we record, and the rest is history, man. We went on tour. We was in South America. That shit was crazy. We sold out every show. Bogota. We was in Bogota. Colombia. We was in Medellin, Colombia. We was in fucking Rio de Janeiro. We was in Sao Paulo. We was sold out every show. Chile. So that shit was dope, man. It was dope. I felt like at that moment, it's like I was here. I'm here.
Right.
I'm here.
Right, that part. That part. Yo,
here,
Bat.
nigga.
And you know what? You're entitled to that. Once again, everyone, I need y'all to get this album, Visions of a Prospect. Listen, he has 20 joints. So, and I need y'all to understand that with this album, it gives you the essence of what, and I'm not taking away from the sound or any one album that's currently out, but he gives you skits. He gives you elements of.
Oh, those are real skits. Oh, when I came home, all that shit, the welcome home, that's a real skit. That's a real thing that happened. And even Wifey Waiting for Me, that's Wifey on that skit.
Right. Even with Grandma, how Grandma. You know what I mean?
No, she passed back then, but I'm just saying, you know,
right.
It was just when I came home at that time when she was alive, you know what I'm saying? Because I had Wifey come to the studio and was like, yo, I need you for a skit. I need you for this welcome home to tie this in for me. She didn't know what to say. I said, say what you said when you came home. Just say
and she was natural
with it or what you said. So she went in the studio and she did her thing. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, and I Got You, Baby was inspired you know, by an incident that we went through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They raided the crib. I did 2 stretches. I did a 7 to 9 and a 9 to 12. It was 6 months home. I was 6 months home on parole. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know.
But you here now, Bat?
I've been home 8 years now. So I've
That's
been doing
right.
this
You
shit
here?
for 8 years, nigga. Like,
you here now. You got a great album out. I need everybody to touch down. I need y'all to download this ASAP, stream it. I mean, get into his movement, man. Gotham City Boys. Tell us a bit about.
Mad. You know the vibes, man. Gotham City.
Tell us about the label as we close out.
Yo, the label, man. Gotham City Music Group, man. I got some artists that you know you're gonna be hearing from. You heard a few records from. You know, shout out Raffaello, he's on Ain't a Thing. Shout out to Script Scott. You heard him on Good Loving. You know, I got you know, a few more. You know, you check them out, man. They're gonna be coming out. And I got some singers on B. You know, he got some joints, man. So, you know, I'm the type of nigga that I go for beats. I like to hear a beat, and if a beat makes me want to say this something ill, like it has to have a concept, it has to have something that's gonna touch people in a good way, where it's like, oh shit, this nigga's nice, and he got a good concept, and he got a good hook. It have to be well rounded. I'm not just gonna spit. I'm just not gonna spit street shit. That's not really gonna last long or test the time. I could do the street shit, but I keep that for the mixtapes. And right. For the albums, this is what I do. So
with that being said, you think, you know what? I'm gonna try my hand with. They still got me on. It's 901. They usually be shutting me down, Papo. But I'm gonna try my hand with at least one. And if they shut down y'all, we gave more. We gave them everything. You dig it? I need for y'all to. Rax, I see you, Rax. I see you, Rax. We applaud you, Rax. With that being said,
shout out to Hattie. Yup. Shout out to Hattie. You know the vibes, man.
What you think we should close out with? If they shut us down, they shut us down. We good money. Where we going with it?
Where you want to go with that shit? Who?
They about to shut it down. Come on.
Nah, go with If You a Rider. Go with If You a Rider.
Huh?
If You a Rider.
Hold up, let me see. They giving me sign. All right. Let's go.
Shout out to Paulie on this one.
If you a rider, you gon' pop for your man. If you a rider, y'all gon' chop those grams. If you a rider, y'all gon' stack the safe. One hand wash the other, both wash the face. If you a rider, you gon' pop for your man. If you a rider, y'all gon' chop those grams. If you a rider, y'all gon' stack the safe. One hand wash the other and both wash the face. If that's your nigga for real, he gon' die for your ass. Truck wheels spinning, rock with your ass. Put his hammer in the air fast, start running gas. Law park the navigator, walk with the mag. He do anything for you, a nigga who stay loyal. Blood is thicker than water, but not thicker than oil. He the cane in the pot, and you the water that boil you. He gon' take a shot for you and empty your block for you. Ain't no bitch come between y'all niggas for real. But she gon' bring the heat to your breast, get a nigga killed. Real recognize real when you born in the same gutter. And the hood is your mother, so that make y'all brothers. Young gun is hot-headed, athletic, and spot runners. Break bread, count hundreds, and y'all Liverpool blunted. Put food in your man's stomach and a coat on his back. Pull his car when he slip, cause niggas do get clapped. Ride is a nigga that's gonna be right there for you. Ride is a nigga that's gonna ride you for the end. No matter what, no matter who's there. You can't replace your right hand once your homie is gone. Or you can take his firstborn and show him right from wrong. Beat the shit out the nigga, disrespecting his baby mom. Snatch his kid to play ball. Treat his son like yours. Be his eyes when he ain't there to see for himself. And his voice when a nigga can't speak for himself. Who else can hold that nigga down with a pound? A couple clips full of rounds. And have a clown nigga doing a James Brown. Y'all talk of the town, there's always something to say. Y'all ran train on hoes like they ride in the subway. Taking trips to Broadway to get a brick from Paco. Put the coke on the scale, it's 100 grams Flaco. Yeah, he gon' owe y'all niggas extra for that. If you don't understand Spanish, speak flow with the Mac and get your money back. And roll off like a tire with your right hand man. This is a motherfucking rider. Facts. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes. If you a rider, you gon'
salute you. I thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank
I'm
you
a
for having
rider.
me. I appreciate you for having me on the show. You know, we going over the album, man. This shit means a lot, my brother. Salute, respect, much love too, man.
Yo, I'm surprised. Yo, usually 9 o'clock they shut me down. I ain't gonna push my hand. I'm gonna try to see if I got this recorded. I salute you. We gonna chop it up.
All right,
everybody, I need y'all to get this now. Stream for those. And the last few of those individuals, support them. Yes.
Salute.
Official Diaz. Yes.
Go ahead, save that. Go ahead.
Yes.
You know the
All right.